Federation forces may have left will be of no consequence. In other words, what remains of...
What is up, Gundam MSIA fans? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the MS-14A Gelgoog Japanese version MSIA figure. This Gundam MSIA figure is like, honestly, like, if you love the Gelgoog, this figure does not disappoint you at all. Like, genuinely, this figure is really sturdy, it's very well detailed, and because it's Japanese, it's got that panel lining as well, which is really, really nice. So, right now, I'm going to talk about the accessories first off, and then I'll do a bit of like showing you the figure itself, and then I'll talk about like what it doesn't, like what it's been in the anime as well. But first off, as I said, I'll talk about the accessories. So, what I really like is that it comes with these clips, which I really think is really cool. The clip like goes into the beam hilt here, if you can get that in like that. It stores very nicely in there. You can take it out as well. Or this clip, which also connects with the shield, with the handle here, which is really nice. And most Gelgoogs don't even use their shields, they just keep it on the back like that, and to be honest, that is such a look. But yeah, comes with the iconic beam rifle that was, I believe, Zeon's first mass-produced beam rifle, and this was given to the Gelgoog because the reason why they needed beam weaponry is because the machine guns that the Zaku's were using were just not doing enough. And genuinely, like, they had to deal with the Gundam in the 1 year war, and it, like, normal bullets were just not doing it, so they needed to get to beam weaponry. So they made this for the Gelgoog in the last fight of Abawaku. Then I believe this, I don't know this gun actually very well, but it seems like it's a long range beam weaponry. And like this part like comes down to like is like a wee stand, but it doesn't, like, the figure version doesn't. It's just there for looks wise. But yeah, this is another gun that comes with it. You don't get this in some of the USA release from the Gelgoog, but you get it in all the Japanese releases. This weapon, and then of course the beam hilt, as I said, two sides, and it comes on. You can just put it in his hand right there. And we got the two beam sabers as well for this, if you don't like the sword ones, just the normal beams. And then we go with, we got all of the hands. So we got the two closed fist hands, right here. And then we got the left trigger hand, so you can have like two guns on both sides if you really wanted, which is really nice. And then we got the left holding hand, so if you had like another one of these, you can have like two at the same time, just holding beam sabers. Then I'll go into the shield. So in the Japanese version, it actually has like the Zeon symbol on it, but no, sorry, in the USA version it has the Zeon symbol on it, but in the Japanese version it just looks like this from what it does in the anime. And I'll go into the shield as well, the back parts. So we got the handle. And it comes with two parts, so it can come, like, you can have it like this, or you can take it out and put it in like that. Then we got this part, which you can take out, and you can put in like this, if I can like get it in properly. Then this part also connects to these two holes here. So this one or this one, whatever one you want to choose. So it's got two ways to connect the shield if like you want it. But personally, I think this part's a bit more tedious, so I use this wee clip here. But yeah, it's just an extra detail, I guess, but not something that I use, but it's nice to have, to be honest. Like, we all get preferences. Well, we have our own preferences, I mean, sorry. I will get a close-up of the figure itself. As I said, this is the Japanese version, so it's got a lot of panel lines on it. I'll put the wee beam hilt in here too, just because it looks cool when it's in here, in my opinion. There we go. Right, but yeah, like, the detail of this is absolutely amazing. and the head, and the thrusters down here, and the detail that they put into the bottom of the feet as well, the bottom of the foot as well, and the thrusters at the back. Now I'll get into the articulation of the figure. So the arm moves a full 360, the elbow up and down like so, and a full 360 again. And the hands also move a full 360. Head moves a full 360. Torso should move a full 360. And it does. Sorry, it was just a bit stiff there. Felt to be like snap there. Well, nothing snapped, just a noise. Feet, I'll put it down to show you. Can move up like so. So not really far, to be honest. And back, again, not very far, because like the back skirt's in the way. And the feet can move a full 360. Sorry, I meant to say the leg can move back and forth, not the feet. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for the articulation of the figure, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't believe I've missed anything out. But yeah, like, as I was saying, the MS 14A Gelgoog is basically just like a souped up Zaku. Like, it's like a Zaku, like, it's like basically the Zaku high mobility type. This is like the end production from it. So like everything that the Zaku high mobility type have, they like made it into the Gelgoog and kind of meshed it with like, I guess like maybe the idea came from like a Dom as well, like the heavy part, because they needed like heavy mobile suits, because like the bigger the better at the time of the 1 year war, and like it was Zeon's strongest mobile suit in the end of the 1 year war, and basically this was stronger than the GM and most of the Federation suits, but why did Zeon lose? Like, how did they lose if this Grunt mobile suit was stronger than the Federation GMs that they had at the time? And I'll tell you why they lost by showing you a clip in the anime.
The Gelgoogs and Doms aren't doing very well. What's the problem, Twanning?
Ma'am, it appears that many mobile suits have student recruits at the controls.
Students?
Yes, but I assure you they're fully trained.
I believe you, but it's the outcome I'm concerned about. They're losing badly.
I'm terribly sorry, ma'am, but you won't find pilots more patriotic.
And that's why they lost. The main reason is because they didn't have the pilots at the time, at the end of the 1 year war. Most of the pilots that were piloting the Gelgoog were cadets, and all of them were inexperienced. A lot of Zeon's forces were depleted at the end of Bawaku. So the people that were piloting it, as I said, were cadets. So that is how they lost the 1 year war. They had inexperienced pilots that just could not do enough to fight the Federation, even though the Gelgoogs were really strong. And it's like another reason they lost as well is because like Zeon was like also like multiple times they were upgrading, testing new mobile suits when they should have slowed down on that and just kept mass production on like the Zaku 2 or the Dom. But like, again, it was just unfortunate. There was just so many reasons how Zeon lost, but the main reason why they lost in Abawaku was probably down to Cassilia killing Girin and the fact that they didn't have the manpower at the time to pilot the Gelgoogs. So they didn't have like professional pilots because they were all dead at the time. But yeah, no, that's my review on the Gelgoog. I hope you guys enjoyed the figure review, and if you did, please drop a like and comment if you enjoyed it, and tell me if you've got the USA version or if you got the Japanese version, which version of the Gundam MSIA you prefer better. My favourite is the Japanese version. For most figures, it is the Japanese version because I believe most of them do look cooler than the US version. But that doesn't mean I don't like most of the US. That doesn't mean I don't like the US versions in general. I still like them. I just think most of the Japanese stuff look cooler. But yeah, guys, I'll show some more clips of the anime from the Gelgoog at the end of the video. And as I said, thanks for watching the Gundam MSIA review of the Gelgoog. Bye. Oh, and yeah, one last thing as well. Sorry. Before I go, is that the Gelgoog is a very indestructible Gundam MSIA figure as well. Like, honestly, like, you can just chuck this against the wall, chuck it outside your window, and it will still come out looking like a champion. Might have a few scratches, but like, again, like, this thing is very, very durable, the figure itself. So as I said, it's a must-have if you like well articulation on the figures and durability. If you're that type of person that likes that, then the MSIA Gelgoog is your figure. But yeah, as the last time I'm going to say it, bye guys.